So this chapter of the book was about autism, and I really enjoyed reading it. I've always found autism really fascinating and interesting, and so I enjoyed reading about it. Um, I was pretty amazed to read about the mirror neurons having to do with the autism. Until reading this, I've never actually really heard of a valid idea of a cause for autism, and so the idea that neurons and that there is this lack of understanding other people's intentions is really interesting to me. I'm just looking at my notes. I laughed out loud when he said that the idea that autism is because of bad parents is so absurd that he won't consider it further. Ramchandran's feisty. The brainwaves thing really interesting to me. I'm going to have to do more research on the brain patterns because I don't really know much about the mu signals and stuff, but I think that's something that I would definitely be interested in looking into. I'm also going to have to look up magnetoencephalography because that jet comparison was completely over my head. I've never heard of empathogens, which he mentioned on page 146 when he was talking about the use of MDMA or some derivative of it in order to maybe treat autism. I thought that was really cool. I think it's really interesting when we find ways to use things that we think are potentially harmful or illegal in this case and use them for good. So I think that it's the route to therapy and treatment of autism is rapidly approaching, and I think that's really great.